This is an intro to FeedFeedFeed to try and explain why it was created and why you might be interested in using it. So I created FeedFeedFeed because I couldn't find an RSS reader that fit the way I wanted to read feeds. Most RSS readers treat feeds like email, where you're expected to care about every feed entry. This can get pretty daunting as you subscribe to more and more feeds and stops you from subscribing to some feeds where you'd maybe only have a casual interest in reading them. It's really giving RSS kind of a bad name. So FeedFeedFeed was created to help you enjoy feed reading. When you load feeds, you want to see the most interesting info so that any spare time you have to read feeds is spent reading them, not managing them. So FeedFeedFeed is actually a mix between a web-based reader and a desktop one. It's running Java under the covers and actually downloads feeds to your machine. And this lets us do some cool things like pull feeds faster and spend more time crunching on them to build things like Hot Topics here. Now when you load FeedFeedFeed, we'll show you a queue of your latest feeds with the most interesting information at the top. The queue is dynamically ordered based on how much attention you usually give each feed. So if you want to force some feeds to the top or the bottom of the queue, you can also do that by making them high or low priority. So for example, TechCrunch here is something that I read pretty regularly, and so I've actually set it to have a high priority so that it'll go to the top of the queue. But the idea is that a feed will come off the queue. You'll sit here and you can kind of scroll down, checking things out. Just to check out an entry, you just have to hover over it, and it brings up a window which you can read the content of the post. And you can also use your scroll wheel while you're hovering over it to move the window up and down. And then if you want to interact with it, you just click on the entry, and then you can drag that window around. We've got some options to star it, to share it. When you're done, you can just close it. And then, once you're done looking at this feed, you can just click the X icon and it goes away. And then the next most interesting feed will be popped off the queue. So some other bits of cool stuff about the UI here. Right now, by default, it shows pictures and text of the entries. But if you come over here, you can actually change that for this particular feed. So if I just wanted to see the text, then I could toggle the pictures so that they go away. And if I also just wanted to see the pictures, then I can toggle the text to get rid of that. Which kind of makes it handy for celebrity gossip sites and things like that, where you may just be able to get the gist of the post by looking at the picture very quickly, and then you can dismiss it. So it speeds up things so that you can move along to all of the other feeds that you've got that may be more interesting. So a little bit about Hot Topics. We'll go through and try to figure out if there are similar topics that your feeds are talking about. We're kind of refining the algorithm here, but it works pretty well for the most part, so that it will order the most newest interesting information that it's finding in a lot of your feeds. For example, this morning there's a lot about a new Android phone coming out. And so it's got a bunch of posts that are related to that, and it kind of puts it all in this one place here, and so you don't have to hunt around and find anything related to that, and you kind of get a high overview of what's going on in one place, which is kind of nice. The other thing that is cool is if there are any movies that are embedded in a feed, you can actually pop them out by clicking this link here. And that's kind of nice because if the movie is buffering, or if it's 4 minutes and 43 seconds, you may not want to sit there watching the whole thing. You may listen to it and kind of continue reading your feeds and finding other things. For example, maybe there's another video and you want to pop that out, so you can watch that after this one while you continue along your merry way. And then when you're done watching the videos, you can just close them out. So that's basically it as far as the UI goes. We're just kind of refining the things that that FeedFeedFeed is doing. But we'd love to get your feedback if you try it out. If you want to click this link down here, you can send us problems or ideas or anything like that. and hopefully you'll find FeedFeedFeed useful. It's free, so definitely check it out. Thanks for watching.